Hey there, fellow gamer nerds. How y'all doing tonight, everybody? How y'all doing? Figured I'd make a video. Sorry, my phone was acting up there. But I figured I'd make another TWAB video. It's been a little while since the last one. It's not too long compared to since the last one, but I figured I'd make a TWAB video, which could be turned into the podcast as well and uploaded on my podcast. But either way, regardless. So this week's at Bungie, this TWAB this week is a doozy. We got a big one for you, as we got lots for everybody to know. In the meantime, oh shit, hold on, my light. I was on performance mode on Streamlabs, so I had to fix that. And I gotta fix my camera live on. Oh, sorry, not live, but you know. Properties. This will be a fail on the video, but regardless. Live, okay, perfect. But anyway, as I was saying, got a TWAB video. It's gonna be an enjoyable one. You guys are gonna love it. So yeah, remember if you guys are streaming, just do any form of streaming and all that jazz. Proper lighting always make a good camera. But either way, let's get to it, shall we? Alrighty. So this week at Bungie, as of December 10th, anyways. Just ignore that stuff on the side there. You saw nothing. It's just a cushion and all that. But either way. Anyway, this week at Bungie, Hawk Moon, Next Gen, and Dawning Oh My. So it's been another action-packed week with updates to the game and news about the future, so let's just get into it. We start off Tuesday with an early morning dev update on the state of the rewards in the game. We wanted to share some of the plans to improve rewards as well as a few other exciting things coming. The whole update is definitely worth a read, but I stole some bullets. I'll just read the bullets, it's a lot easier. I'll speed the video up, saves having like an hour-long video or something like that. In Season 13, we're adding 6 new legendary weapons to our ritual activities, 2 each for Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible. I am going to be happy because that probably means tomorrow, because we are currently in Season 13. As far as I'm aware. As far as I remember off the top of my head. I believe we're Season 13. In addition to the weapons above, Nightfall Strikes are getting 3 unique weapons. The Palindrome. These are all Destiny 1 weapons from the old days. The Swarm and Shadow Price all making their Destiny 2 debut. If you're brave enough to take on the Grandmasters, you will also be able to earn adept versions of those weapons. Which, citing the video of Sweatcicles, I saw the video. I might have to re-look that up here at some point if I decide to. I might make another video about it. My opinion on that. Actually, my opinion is he has a point. I will actually link his video in the YouTube section. I will actually put the link of his link to that video in the bio, so you guys get to watch it yourselves. If you guys want to watch that yourself, definitely check it out. He brings up a lot of good points, and I agree with them. And there's some I disagree with, but they're more. Most of his points I agree with. He is not at all wrong. So I go check that video out if you guys want to. But anyway, we'll carry on with the video. This video right here. Transmog will be coming in Season 14. This is a big one because we've been screaming for specifically some of the bigger guys screaming for Transmog for years, actually. Essentially, basically, I describe it as Transmog from someone who is a little less knowledgeable about the situation. Transmog is a form of upgrade. It's basically like what we have right now, but in a more advanced version. Taking old gear that you remember from the old days, taking the look of that gear, not the power level, just the look, and just bringing the look to now. So instead of an ornament, it is a piece of armor, or maybe a weapon if transmog affects weapons. But it's mostly armor based. So if you have an old piece of armor from year 1 on Destiny 1 and you're like, I don't want to lose this, but I know I want to gain my power level. So you just it's essentially grab that piece of armor, transfer the look onto the armor piece you're currently wearing, and you got your look. It's a great way for customization. Keeps things nice and spicy. For more details to come, see work in progress mock-ups. I'll show this on the video. Essentially what it's going to do is it gives you an appearance manager, which is a lot of awesomeness. And what I'm seeing here, it looks like they're actually going to change the dynamic of how things work. Obviously, this is going to be a Destiny 2, the next season's armor set. That's a bit of a teaser for Warlocks. But, essentially, what I'm seeing here is you got your you got your armor piece that you want to change, and then you got your shaders. But that's all I'm seeing right now. So back to the where it was. I remember seeing a video on that, something similar to this back a while ago. It was not from Destiny themselves, it was from another guy. He's like, this is what I want to see. I remember seeing it. I don't remember who it was, but I do remember seeing the video. It was a really well done video. I liked it. I liked what he taught me. But anyway, carrying on. DDoS protection for Destiny 2 players on all consoles will be coming this season. So DDoS protection is gonna save a lot of issues. DDoS is brutal, especially when you're dealing with trials or even high-tier crucible. Maybe season 30. What season are we on right now? I guess I'll look that up while I'm curious here. I'm not gonna do it here on my laptop so you can see it. Destiny 2 season it is. We're in season 12. Okay, so next season will be when all these changes come through. So season 14 will be transmog, so that's in 2 seasons from now. Season 13, everything else is going to get DDoS protection coming in season 13. That's going to make trials so much nicer. Can't make no guarantees that it's not going to be a pain in the ass, but it's still going to be a lot easier a lot better to deal with. Vault of Glass returns. The Vault of Glass raid returns in year 4. I will be grinding the fuck out of as much power as I can every week until I get enough power level. I am doing the Vault of Glass. I want to see the different changes. I did my first run in Vault of Glass back in year 1, Destiny 1. Scored Gallahorn out of that. I never got Mythoclast. This might be my opportunity to get it. I want to get it. But anyway, carrying on. Crossplay is coming in 2021. So as of sometime in the next year, from January or whenever, we're going to get crossplay. That will open up so much opportunity for seeing other players, for playing with other players, and for opening changes that are going to be awesome to the game. I have a feeling this will probably be during the Witch Queen. Crossplay during Witch Queen. Which I'm okay with. Could be earlier, could be late, could be a little bit later. That would be up to them. But if it stays in 2021, I call that it. Crossplay in Destiny would be great for PvE. PvP, that would have to be seen, wait and see. But it'll definitely be PvE that'll benefit the most from it. 2 new strikes are coming in season 13. Fallen Saber, I remember that one, and Devil Slayer. This one is my happy one. That tune was just fire. For those who don't know, Devil's Lair was the very first strike in Destiny ever that you could play. It was with Sepix Prime, this giant servitor, and his tune, if you ever get the chance to, for those who don't want to remember, or for those who have never seen it, look up Sepix Prime tune, theme tune. You can find that all over Spotify, or just go to YouTube, whatever. It was fire. Legendary and Master Lost Sector rotation will be expanded to include lost sectors on the moon in Season 13. And there will be three new, that's a typo. I think they mean 3 new pieces of exotic armor to chase. We're going to find out what that is in Season 13, or when they give the trailer. That very same day, Update 3.0.1 went live with several important fixes, as well as next-gen enhancements. That was last week. For consoles, so you can experience the beauty of Destiny 2 with another typo. More frames and more. Oh no, that's purposely done. Okay, I take that back. And more FOV, field of view for those who don't know. We wrote up on an article that covers these new enhancements in detail, as well as the new ability to pick up bounties from the companion app, and the return of the Prophecy Dungeon. I tried that, tried it solo. I got my ass wrecked on the first one, and I just said, nope, I'm just gonna bail and try to worry about that later. There was also the return of the Hawk Moon, which is a quest line. I remember it in Destiny 1 Year 1. I never really used Hawk Moon that often. That was me. But it was a beautiful one. But this one is different because it's the final. Its perk is the final bullet will always do more damage as long as you're stacking damage from each shot prior. Basically that's one with a rework perk that no longer relies on RNG but still packs a punch. Honestly, the RNG, but there's also a bonus with Hawk Moon, as you can see right here, the picture. Hawk Moon is also the first exotic with random rolls. And that means things are going to be a little interesting. So that means farming for this will be different, a little bit unique. But anyway, carrying on. To the Dawning. Essentially, there's a trailer if you guys want to watch it. It's fire. Eva Levante is coming to town. She has new cookie recipes and new gifts for all the good guardians, even if they did adopt darkness powers. But I digress. Check out the Dawning page for a quick look at what the event is offering this year. The tower is going to be all dressed up again, and we're putting the Griswold touch on the decorations. Oh, I'm sorry, but my mic was halfway around, but at least I was loud enough that everybody could hear me. And based on the picture, it's looking cute as shit. Everyone knows the best gift to vaporize your enemies. Glacioclasm is a new legendary fusion rifle being introduced during this event with random rolls available, so each one you open is special. Plus, Glacioclasm is just fun to say. Try saying it without smiling. I did it. Glacioclasm. No smile. Beat you on that one, Bungie. And Double Dog Dairy, anyways. Preview of what the weapon looks like. Essentially, from what I've seen, it's the Arantil with it's an Arantil reskin. No offense, but it does have a little more unique flair to it right here and here. Otherwise, it looks like an Arantil 2.0, but it's still, regardless, that is still pretty cool. I'm okay with that. I personally am okay with a little bit of reskinning with fine-tuning. As you're flying around delivering baked goods, you need a new ship to spread your cheer and style. Eva has a new exotic ship that you'll be able to upgrade through the event and change its look. You'll be able to customize the engine streams, different spawn effects, and unlock a new animated shader for the unique ship. So essentially saying, we're finally going to be able to change the engine colors, but it's only going to be on this one so far. That's okay, that's a start.
Eva has also set up a fun new celebration for this year's dawning that involves even more gifts for you. As the community generates dawning spirit by completing activities, you will be able to progress a special community pursuit with your cookie skills and then find new gifts waiting for you under the tree. A big glowy one. You can't miss it. We don't want to spoil the surprise, but you may find some upgrade materials in these gifts. I need those upgrade materials. There will also be some fun stuff at the Eververse store as well. All of the new items added to the store will be available at some point for Bright Dust, with the exception of the Glee Barrage and the Merrymaker weapon ornaments and Happy Trails finisher, which will be available for silver. Ornaments and a finisher. Nothing major there. Here's a preview of the few sparrows, ghost shells, and a ship that you're gonna get your spirit into. Okay, yeah, those are alright. I'm cool with those. Those are some nice looking sparrows. I still say one day, Sparrow Racing League. And then we'll just go through. Yep, I already went through that. Here's the sparrows. Candle Wax Ghost. I think this one's going to have a bit of an ornament to it. I have a feeling, because there was a picture I seen where those lights weren't on. But it could be off on that. I could be wrong on that one. Then you got a little elf hat looking ghost. Then there's one of the ships. Sweet. Alrighty here. Super Smash Warlock Melee. Shortly after launch, we put out a hot fix to reel in stasis a bit. It was just a little bit. Not noticeable on hunters, but When we made these changes, we wanted them to have as much efficacy as possible. That meant using broad strokes to cover a lot of ground. This led us to hitting Penumbral Blast's range harder than many players felt it was necessary. Upon review and hearing the feedback, we felt that while Penumbral Blast range needed to come in, there was room to push it back out and have it feel more consistent when hitting targets at range. Here's your preview of patch notes. So they are increasing projectile range from Penumbral Blast by 37%. That's a large number increase. Minimum distance at cast to ranged minimum distance to cast range melee is reduced by 32. Okay, that's balancing effect. Okay, we're good. Essentially, you just basically gain 5% distance increase. That's fine. I can deal with that. This allows you to throw the ranged melee closer to targets. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no. It means you're closer before you can do anything. $1 million. This is for the Bungie Games to Give charity marathon that's essentially been going on as far as I'm aware. You have been absolutely crushing it raising money to support the Bungie Foundation and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. As of this writing, you have raised $1.03655 million so far, and you still have until the 13th to donate to cause that benefits kids across the country. I think they actually raised probably closer to 1.2 million, maybe. I could be wrong on that, but either way, that's fine. Regardless how you look at it. It's still an incredible number, regardless if it stayed here or if it increased up to 1.2, maybe 1.3. Even just $1 is a very grand gesture. Makes everybody... It all goes to the right places. If you haven't donated yet, there are some great prize incentives listed here for donating. Okay, that was yesterday. Speaking of incentives, now that we have 1 million, we're going to start releasing Destiny lore readings by the following special guests for every 50,000 donation milestone we hit. Here's the list of people. Okay, so we got, for those who are Grey's Anatomy fans, They managed to get Giacomo Giannioti, or I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I apologize to anybody who's a Grey's Anatomy fan. But for those who don't know the actor's name, it would be Dr. Andrew DeLuca, for those who are familiar with that name. I don't watch it, so I don't know. But anyway, carrying on. The actress of Eris Morn, Morla Gorondona. I could have just screwed that one up. I'm gonna apologize ahead of advance. If I screw up all these names, I apologize. Anyway, carrying on. Anna Bray or Erica Ishii. Peter Jessup, Guardian Exo Male. He's the guy who voices my Exo. Neil Kaplan, who voiced Dominus Gall. Damn. Niambi, or Jade DiPerzia from The Good Fight. I've never seen that, so I wouldn't know. I apologize in advance for those who would call me swine for that. Brandon O'Neill, or Aldrin Solve in Destiny 2. Moira Quirk, the Emissary, the Exo Stranger, or Orin in Destiny 2. Oh, wait, no, sorry, these are... Oh, no, those are... My bad. I take that back. And Zira Fazal. I apologize in advance once again. Guardian, Destiny 2. This could even... No, it wouldn't be, because these are who they're playing as. Thank you for everyone who's donated and volunteered to help raise the money through streams and other incentives. It's always amazing what this community can do when it comes together. Finish strong. So essentially, I'm going out on a limb here. I have a feeling that this person here, those Grey's Anatomy fans will be slapping me in the head if they were to ever meet me. And Jade DiPerzia from The Good Fight are avid Destiny fans. So, in my opinion, that's awesome. Spreading update cheer, we have another deployment this week, which means that our player support specialists were watching closely and tracking any issues that popped up. This is their report. Connection and server issues. Since update 3.0.1.1 on December 8th, we've been investigating various connection issues, including the following error codes: Prune and Weasel, the Bee, Keiko, Centipede, and Chicken. I think I had Prune once, but that was at the beginning. And they have been resolved. Trials of Osiris reward schedule. Trials of Osiris is expected to return on the 18th of December. Mark your calendars now, folks. This Friday it's expected to return. Due to the delay of launching trials, a few changes were made to the reward schedule. During the first 4 weeks, the Flawless chest will drop an adept weapon. The 5th week will drop an armor piece, with subsequent weeks switching the rewards back and forth between adept weapons and armor. As previously mentioned here, adept weapon mods will drop each week. PS4 friends list update. Because I'm still on PS4, this affects me. Since the launch of Beyond Light, we've been investigating an issue for PlayStation 4 players who could only see a small number of their friends online in their roster. We discovered this issue only affected those with more than 100 friends in their roster. I have over 100 PSN friends. Probably close to 150 to 200. This issue has been resolved, but after further testing, we discovered another issue affecting how online friends are displayed. That issue will be fixed on December 14th hotfix 3.0.1.2. For all the Xbox guys out there, this is either Series X or S, doesn't matter which one. Freezing issue. While unlikely, it's possible that Destiny 2 may freeze up when signing out of an Xbox Live profile while inside the game. We recommend quitting out of the Destiny 2 app first before signing out. If the game does freeze, players can press the Xbox guide button on the controller, select Destiny 2, and select quit. This issue will be fixed on today. That is today? Yeah, today. So that's been fixed. I still have to update mine, but either way. Vesper of Radius update. Last Friday, we disabled Vesper of Radius due to it being possible to cast a rift while falling off of a ledge, which, when combined with stasis, could result in a quick lethal combo to opposing players in the Crucible. Rift energy wasn't being used, so it was possible to repeat again right after execution. This issue will be fixed on the 17th. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Alright, here. Yep. Spoils of Conquest. We're investigating an issue where players can put their Spoils of Conquest or raid currency in their vault, resulting in it disappearing. While we continue to investigate, players should refrain from putting Spoils of Conquest in their vault. Well, that's kind of an obvious. That's kind of a curiosity you don't want to do. Next gen updates. The big one. The big one. For anybody who's on the next gen at the moment. Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 players who are migrating from 1 and PlayStation 4, respectively, will need to download the full-size version of Destiny 2 to get all of the benefits of our next gen update. For more information, please read the TWAB from December 3rd. I already knew that. Which kind of makes sense. For PlayStation 4 players upgrading to PS5 may need to highlight Destiny 2 on the PlayStation 5 home screen or PlayStation 5 store. Click the three dots menu, then select PlayStation 5 Upgrade Download. Click here for more information. So this one affects for those who already have Destiny 2 on PS5. Won't be me because I don't have one just yet. Along with our next-gen updates, we discovered that some player settings on PC were transferred to players' console accounts if they were cross-saved. Until we can implement a fix, console players experiencing frames, FPS, or screen-tearing issues can go to their game settings, video, and choose Reset to Default to resolve their issues. Known issues. While we continue to investigate various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues reported to us on the Help Forum. Investigating reports of cross-gen matchmaking sometimes doesn't work. FPS issues on PC. Please help us determine the cause by posting your information in this thread. I haven't played on PC in a while, so I wouldn't know. PlayStation Remote Play reverts controller remapping and may not function at all. Hasn't affected me at all because I haven't really changed much. Deafening Whisper doesn't trigger the Abyssal Extractors perk on Nezarek's Sin Exotic Helmet. Nezarek's Sin Exotic Helmet no longer triggers for 5 seconds after the second kill, and all buffs are now 2.5 seconds. This is intentional, but we failed to call it out on the patch notes for 3.0.0.1. The original functionality was a bug that applied 2.5 seconds twice for each subsequent kill. Necrotic Grip does not give melee energy on corrupted combatant kills. This is intentional, and the exotic will be updated to remove the text mentioning this. Necrotic Grip doesn't poison combatants when a ranged melee attack breaks their shield from full. Honed for Speed and Ascendant Champion triumphs don't unlock when completing the Keep of Honed as Edge's Ascendant challenge. Toland doesn't appear in the Shattered Ruins Ascendant challenge. Anyway, carrying on. Surrounded perk buff does not linger when using Surrounded Spec mod. True Prophecy has been removed from the world loot pool. This is intentional. A shotgun dexterity arm mod shown in legs category in collections. Line in the sand weapon model has random protrusion when held. Oh boy. The unrelenting weapon perk isn't functional. Lost Lament quest sometimes needs to be abandoned and required to continue. That didn't happen for me, so good thing. Thunderlord is currently missing its scope. It's missing its scope. Anyway, carrying on. The Ahamkara bones may not spawn in the Agonarch Abyss Ascendant challenge. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our known issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our help forum. And then we go into the movie of the week. This one's comical. This one is cool. Essentially, they made a bridge with Salvation's grip, and it's like, took some time. Congratulations. This one is just the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, with 4 guys who color schemed their skins to look like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Artist of the week. Here you go, guys. This one's awesome. Friendship ended with guillotine. Now Lament is my Titan's best friend. Awesome picture. Crow and Glint. Another awesome picture. And yin and yang. In the form of Lumina, and Thorn. It's going to be the last TWAB of the year. Don't worry, we're not all going on big hiatus at once. We'll still be around this time of year. So basically saying that they're not going to be, this is the last TWAB. So next year, for sure. But either way, that is the TWAB. Essentially, everything that I read, everything that's there, has got me just a little bit hyped for the future. Just enough to say, hey, we gold. But either way, you guys are fantastic, and I'll see you guys live on Twitch sometime. And will you stop recording?